I was sitting in the one-window boardroom of a venture capital-backed technology startup company, a company at which I was the manager of product development. Inspired by our founder, we had taken a decades-old, big, hulking industrial process for separating gases, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and we had developed a way to shrink the equipment size and cost significantly. Now, also sitting in this rather unimpressive boardroom were three German automotive executives. They were from a well-respected company. These guys had built their career starting as great engineers, then becoming great leaders of engineers who developed and delivered new car designs, and now they were strong business executives. These guys were hardcore, and they were focused on beating their competition in the marketplace. They were always looking for great new technology. Our device sucked in atmospheric air, and it created a stream of gas that was enriched in oxygen. We could make the oxygen concentration anything from the 20.9 that air is to 30% oxygen, 40%, 50%, and even over 90% oxygen. With our ability to shrink the size and cost of gas separation, the Germans envisioned using our equipment to increase the fuel economy and or reduce the tailpipe emissions of their vehicles. In the boardroom, we were meeting to step line by line through a component requirements document that an automotive engineering team back in Germany had created. This document was very clear about what our prototype needed to do. This requirements document clearly laid out how our component would fit into their system, dimensions, oxygen concentrations, the power consumption, control signals, and the cost at volume. There was even more. There's much more. Now, periodically, as we step through the individual requirements, one of us would say something like, hey, we can produce a higher oxygen concentration than that under those conditions. Or maybe we would say, we can operate at a lower power consumption than your specification is calling for. Now, we were trying really hard to impress these guys. Finally, the senior German put his hands up, and he stood up and was just silent until all heads swiveled to look at him. I could tell he was frustrated. Now, thinking we had blown our opportunity, I started to experience everything in a quiet, slow motion. Then the passage of time returned to normal as I heard his voice. Gentlemen, cost, cost, cost. It is all about driving down the cost. Just meet the component requirements we have asked for. After that, reduce the cost as much as you can. If a device is performing better than we asked for, you're likely spending more money than you need to. Your product will be too expensive for us. For example, if your device is more efficient than we've asked for, find a way to trade off the extra efficiency for an efficient enough compressor that costs less. He went on to explain that the requirements they had given us were part of ensuring all subsystems in the automobile would work together to give their customers what the customer wanted at a price customers would pay, and still provide adequate profit for the company. You know, I see it like a dartboard. You want to hit the bullseye. Above, below, and to either side of the bullseye are all equally bad. The target is the target. Overperforming is as bad as underperforming. Now, without this mindset, you're probably wasting time and money. Do you and your organization have this insanely practical and instantly valuable mindset? Tell me what you think of this in the comments below. Now, take this mindset and create some value for others.